I just wanted to thank everybody who's spoken, everybody who has come along. I think the key thing with UK Biobank is to understand that it's an experiment in a number of different ways. It's an experiment for the researchers using it, but it's also an experiment for the people building it. How can we build on this scale? How can we improve the quality of the data? So learn from our early experience to make it better. What are the things that we could do as UK Biobank that would help the research community? So a lot of the things we are doing have come from researchers saying, what about doing this? We were doing the recruitment, and Moorfields Hospital scientists said, what about eye disease? And so we added in much more about eye disease. And you've seen a number of ways in which the resource has been increased in value by researchers around the UK and the world saying, how can we make this experiment better? But I think to close, I see us now as being kind of halfway. As a researcher, the complaint has usually been, I haven't got enough data. What we've done now is we've flipped it. And the problem we have now is we have too much data. We have imaging data that is on a scale that, as Stefan pointed out, in the heart, that is bigger than people are used to dealing with. And as he's also demonstrated, if you build it, then they will come. If you create a problem, then people will come up with solutions to that problem. How do you automatically analyze cardiac imaging data? Now, that'll not only be useful for UK Biobank, but it's likely that that will be useful for the NHS as a way of automatically analyzing cardiac images that are being used for other purposes, similarly with the cardiac rhythm examples. But biomedical researchers are not going to solve this problem of too much data. And so what we're seeing is the need to have a much wider collaboration between many different kinds of scientists to solve the problem of too much data, turning that into information about the relevance of those data to both disease and the flip side of disease to health. And so I think we've created the problem in the last 10 years, and we're going to solve the problem in the next 10 years of understanding these data and understanding the determinants of disease through the collaboration of the participants, and again I'd like to thank them, of the researchers who helped to build the resource, and the even larger number of researchers around the world who are working out how to use that resource. But if you have ideas for the ways in which we could do it better, whether you're participants or researchers, then we're very open to working out how to do this better. Because like any good project, at the end of it, you know how to do it. At the beginning, you don't know how to do it. You learn as you go along, and we're very interested in learning how we could do this better. So if you think about things afterwards, or if people are watching this on a webcast and have ideas, please let us know. How could we communicate better? How could we engage participants better? How could we make the data more easy to use in order to improve health? And again, I'd like to thank the panelists here, all the other speakers, and you for coming along. And I think we now have Andrew has been brewing tea and cooking cakes, and they're out there for us. Thank you.